Hello and welcome to this video about multiplying terms using the FOIL method. Today we'll learn a strategy for multiplying two-digit numbers. We'll also learn how to apply this strategy to multiplying polynomials with two terms. Before we get started, let's review a few things. First, a polynomial is an expression that can have many terms with variables, coefficients, and positive exponents. These terms can be added, subtracted, multiplied, and divided. Today we're going to talk about polynomials with two terms. Polynomials with two terms are called binomials. Examples of binomials are 2x plus 7, 30 plus 8, and 5x squared minus 3. All binomials have two terms that are separated by an operation sign. The FOIL method is a technique that's used to remember the steps for multiplying two binomials. The letters in the word FOIL stand for first, outer, inner, and last. The product of two binomials is the sum of multiplying the first terms, outer terms, inner terms, and last terms. Let's look at an example of multiplying two-digit numbers using the FOIL method. So consider the multiplication problem 35 times 56. To solve using the FOIL method, start by writing each term as a binomial. In other words, split each number into two numbers according to their place value. So 35 is 30 plus 5, and 56 is 50 plus 6. Now that each number is written as a binomial, we can apply the FOIL method. So the F in FOIL stands for first. We're going to multiply our first terms by one another. 30 times 50 is 1,500. Then the O in FOIL stands for outer, so we're going to multiply our outer numbers. 30 times 6 is 180, so we'll add 180. Then the I in FOIL stands for inner, so we're going to multiply the inner terms. 5 times 50 is 250, so we'll add that. And finally, we have the L in FOIL, which stands for last. So the last two terms of our binomials are 5 and 6. 5 times 6 is 30, so we'll add 30. Now all we have to do is add this together, and we'll get a total of 1,960. Let's look at another multiplication problem where we can apply the FOIL method. Michaela has 24 filled photo albums. If each album holds 48 photos, how many photos does she have in all? To solve this problem, we need to multiply 24 times 48. To solve using the FOIL method, start by writing each term as a binomial. So 24 is 20 plus 4, times 48 is 40 plus 8. Now that each number is written as a binomial, we can apply the FOIL method. The F in FOIL stands for first, so we'll multiply our first terms by one another. 20 times 40 is 800. Then we'll do our outer terms because that's what the O stands for. 20 times 8 is 160. Next comes I, which stands for inner. So we're going to multiply 4 times 40 to get 160. And finally, we're going to do the L, which is the last two terms. 4 times 8 is 32. Now all we have to do is add these four numbers together and we get 1,152. So Michaela has 1,152 photos altogether. The FOIL method is a good strategy for multiplying two-digit numbers, especially if you don't have a calculator on hand. The FOIL method can also be applied to binomials with variables and exponents. Let's look at another problem together. 6x plus 3 times 4x plus 7. Notice that this problem has the variable x and the terms 6x and 4x. Even so, we can apply the FOIL method to multiply. So we're going to start by multiplying our first terms together. 6x times 4x is 24x squared. Then we're going to multiply our outer terms. 6x times 7 is 42x, so we'll add 42x. Next, we'll do our inner terms, which is 3 and 4x. 3 times 4x is 12x, so we'll add 12x. And finally, we'll do our last terms. 3 times 7 is 21. So we add 21. Now all we have to do is add our like terms right here. So we'll leave 24x squared the same. 42x plus 12x is equal to 54x, so we'll add 54x. And then the plus 21 stays the same. So that's our answer. 24x squared plus 54x plus 21. I have one more problem for you to analyze on your own. This one is a little bit more challenging, but I know you can do it. The length of a rectangle is 5x plus 1, and its width is 2x plus 8. Write a polynomial for the area of the rectangle in standard form, ax squared plus bx plus c. Pause the video, analyze the word problem, and see if you can solve it by yourself. When you're ready, resume the video and we'll go over the answer together. Think you've got it? Let's see. To find the area of a rectangle, multiply its length by its width. Area is equal to length times width. Since the length is 5x plus 1, we can write that. And the width is 2x plus 8. Now we can multiply using the FOIL method. So the first two terms are 5x and 2x. 5x times 2x is 10x squared. Plus our outer terms, 5x times 8 is 40x, so plus 40x. Plus our inner terms, 1 times 2x is 2x, so plus 2x. And finally our last terms, 1 times 8 is 8. Now all we have to do is combine our like terms. So we have 10x squared plus 40 plus 2 is 42, so plus 42x plus 8. Therefore, the area of the rectangle is 10x squared plus 42x plus 8. Great job! I hope this video about multiplying terms using the FOIL method was helpful. Thanks for watching and happy studying.